Feel it in my fingers, I feel it in my toes. Love is all around me, and so the feeling grows. I woke up with that song in my head, and it got me to think about God's love and our connection to that. God, Spirit, Divine, Universal, whatever you choose to call him. It all names for the same force, same vibration. And the song, by the way, is Love Is All Around by the Trogs, originally in the 60s. But music trivia, R.E.M. and Wet 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 did cover versions of it in the early 90s. Anyway, people who know me personally hear me say it all the time. And to even people I just meet, I love you. And I do. I love you. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you're from. I don't care what you've done. I sincerely don't care. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm not always going to agree with everything you say or everything you do or the way you treat people, things like that. It doesn't mean that I love everything about you. And it doesn't mean that we're like besties forever. It just simply means I love you. I love you because you're here on this planet trying to do your best, whether you realize that or not, just like the rest of us. You have your own story. Every one of us have our own story, and we have experiences in our lives that have made us who we are right now. We can allow negative things to make us bitter and mean and nasty and feel defeated and miserable, or we can look at everything that's happened and try to find a lesson in that. You can turn those experiences into blessings by looking at them as lessons to be learned instead of disasters that happen to us. That's a gift. And it's a gift that we can share with others going through a similar situation, to help them and to encourage them and to give them hope. And that returns back to us. Like, I truly believe that. It's also really important to learn to love yourself in that, because you can't really fully love. You can't have that unconditional love for someone else until you truly love yourself. And that's hard. It can be very, very hard. I know I struggled with it for a long time. And here's a test. So when I was a lot younger, I thought, I love myself. Like, I totally love myself. Giving away my age. I know I love myself because it's everybody else who has issues, right? And I had a mentor at the time who told me, okay, fine. Look at yourself dead in the eye in the mirror and say to yourself, I love you. And y'all, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I started crying, like ugly crying. It was awful. And she just looked at me and said, you have work to do. I got so mad and frustrated because I felt like I'd been called out or something. But I mean, it showed me a truth about myself. Like I said, it's hard. It can be tough. And body issues and that kind of thing fall into that too. And I do still struggle with that at times. It sucks getting older. But as far as loving who I am and what I have been through, I am so grateful. I'm grateful for everything that's happened to me. Every blessing that I've been given. I'm also grateful, though, for every heartache, every single horrible situation I've struggled through, things that have happened around me, things that have happened to people I love, how I've reacted to things, because it's in those times that the universe teaches you what you're capable of how strong you really are. And it's in those times that you grow the most as a person and spiritually. I love my story and I love myself now because I know there is no one else just like me. Like, there's no one else like you. We're all unique individuals. We can take what we have learned individually, because it's all different, and share it with others and maybe help them. In fact, I know that knowledge can bless other people because I've seen it over and over. And we are all capable of doing that. Every single one of us. Back to the love thing, though, we're all surrounded by God's love. That's who God is. That's what God is. Love. And that's a biblical statement, by the way, in case you aren't familiar. 1 John chapter 4, verse 8, and again in verse 16. And love is everywhere. She breaks into song. It's written on the wind. It's everywhere I go. Sorry, I told you it was stuck in my head. Anyway, everywhere you look, you can find the universal. You can find love. And sometimes you have to look really hard, especially if you're not used to seeing that kind of thing. But it is there. It is everywhere. For my fellow Star Wars geeks, think in terms of the Force, if that helps. But our problem is we don't look for it, and we don't see it, and it's really hard for us to accept it. And I've said this time and time again, looking back over my life. I have turned my back on Spirit so many times, but he has never, ever, not once turned his back on me. And I have proof of that. I have proof of that in my stories. And I bet if you looked at it, your story, from a different perspective, in a more open state of mind or whatever, you would be able to see the same thing. You can see that we are all part of the universal's love. We are all connected. We are all one. So in case no one else has told you today, and in case you need to find that one positive spot to focus on, know this. I love you. And I'm so very happy that you're alive. If anything I've said today has touched you or resonated with you in any way, please tap that thumbs up to give it a like, and let us know in the comments section where you are in your own personal journey of understanding love. Because we're all in different areas of the same interstate highway concerning that, and sharing can help others know that they aren't the only ones near a particular off-ramp. Also, if you're interested in hearing little old me ramble on more about spiritual things and personal growth, how music lyrics, movie quotes, poetry, other wise words from people much smarter than me, and yes, even Bible verses, can apply to your daily life and make it a little brighter, then please subscribe. In the meantime, I'm sending love and hugs to each and every one of you. Thank you for being here, and be blessed, y'all, and be a blessing.